First of all, hi to all viewers of Islamic Iman TV. Today is Friday. Your program Believes in Believer is starting at this time 6 o'clock, and I hope you benefited and you will enjoy it. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي صدق الله العظيم برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. Today our subject in the circle of Beliefs in Believer program, we have a very important subject, that is the man's spiritual power in Quran, or what is the spiritual power of man in Quran. As you see in the board of my of your left side, this is the headline of my subject that I want to talk about it today, inshallah. This subject is contain many things, but the most is about the dignity, mind, love, capability in subdue, then conquering and ability, self-determination, self-esteem, and many more, inshallah. And I pray God to my respectful viewer can have patience to stay with me until the end of this program, because of its importance. This subject is very important. Of course, all my subject was important. None of them is that is to be as a simple. It is all of them is, which I mentioned it to you, which I made a program for you to understand, or to know, or to give you my share from my knowledge that I have. All of them was important, all of them, one by one. However, when we are the name of the saying the spirituality, man's of spirituality, what is the spirit? What is the spirit? The spirit is a kind of power or force that is striking or influence the will of people, not to matter in a way of invisible, immaterial in power, or something typical elements in the character of person. That's the meaning of spirit. When we say about the person, who means human being, then human being means dust, spirit and soul, or soul and spirit. Human being is a character, is a creator among billions of God's creations. That's we as a human being. Human being is the most and very, very complex and so close to his Creator, Almighty God. Quran points you, man is a creature that he blessed by the Spirit of God. In Quran, man is a creature whom blessed by God and created for him all other creatures in the universe, in the whole entire world, in such a way that man can use them by his power of his spirit, can use all other creatures that Allah created, man do by his own power, which is spirit. So that's why is that in such a way that man can use for his power. Reason of that, God gave him, or God gave them such kind of permit or permission, or made him on such kind of things to can do such a kind of use to everything. What is that? It's Allah mentioned it. وَلَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ فِي أَحْسَنِ تَقْوِيمٍ, means indeed and certainly God said we have created man in the finest make. That's the reason. God of his reflects of the fact that human beings have inherent dignity and virtue, and that dignity is into humanity as a kind of beliefs or creed, and also the dignity exists in all human beings. The dignity exists for all, not for only special, for all beings who can reach the path of perfection in high degree, because of verse of Quran that expressed in terms of man's superiority over beings or over all other things, which is his inherent dignity, such as enjoying the divine spirit, then originate of man, creation, have him mind and thought, having sense of the spirituality, having freedom to do something whatever the man wants, and also the effect of divine dignity is on the existence of angel, the divine's trustee, and or make them Khalifa on the earth. This is the reason those things which Almighty God gave to the human being or gave to the man, that he will be such a kind of Khalifa in the earth. Man is the master of the earth and has the leading rule in Quran, and man has capable for any change and conversion in this earth. God stated in the Quran, said, لَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ فِي أَحْسَنِ تَقْوِيمٍ. Indeed, we have created man in the finest make. This is the key of all power which God gave to the man. And I created for him all the best of the earth and made him my agent and successor on the earth. And this another verses about him said, Inni ja'ilukum fil ardi khalifa. Therefore God made man a special creation among all the other creation of the world, of the universe, because of a special dignity, because of his special dignity that I already preferred for him, not for any other his creation, only for woman, for man. The other important things beside of finest made him, God said, I blessed him and made him responsible to flourishing of the trust that lay on his mind, which is God gave us in mind. There is something in it in the mind, subhanallah. If he can reach my final satisfaction for such a tool that God gave, and that's God said, if he can reach my satisfaction. God said in Quran about man's existence regarding of talents, in capacity, in verse number I forgot, but anyway, this is the Allah said that Wallahu akhrajukum min butuni ummahatikum la ta'lamuna shay'an wa ja'ala lakum as-sam'a wal absara wal af'ida la'allakum tashkurun. The meaning, and Allah brings you forth from your womb of your mother, you do not know anything, and I provided for you hearing and sight in the heart, so that you may say thank you. But who can say now is thank you? Everybody is said that thank you has a physical power. That's only not for the way of spirituality. However, our subject is today, as you see, man, the spiritual power in Quran. Now I want to bring your attention about the human's dignity. What is dignity in the word of Allah, or word of in Arabic actually? So that word is karam or kareem in Quran mentioned. Kareem or karam or karamat, which I also last week I mentioned about in Farsi language, about the Quway Manawi in Sound al-Quran, as you remember, if you read it. So this is mostly the translation of that last week. However, the Kareem or Karam or Karamat is in English is dignity. Dignity means by idioms say it's like generosity, nobleness, self-esteem, honor person, honest. Those are. That is meaning the dignity. The one is a good, honorable person, or those things. A generous person. These are all referred to the dignity. The word of dignity Derivative from the dignitize or karam or karim. If this dignity is used towards to the Almighty God, it means God as manifest blessing. If this one is used to the man, this word, the karam or karim, the man has to be the good person, the very good high moral person, in happy face, in nurani, which you call it in Farsi. That is the word of karam or kiram, karim. If you use it for that, if you use it for Allah, is manifest of the blessing. Anyway, I gave you one break here. Inshallah, I come back to talk about more about today's subject. Inshallah.